man who is responsible for bringing Ethiopian troops into Somalia. He is the man who has sanctioned a proxy war on behalf of America waged in Somalia. Hundreds of people, if not thousands, have lost lives. So how would people give him any rating or any credit for success?
Well, we could spend a lot of time, exchanging blames here and there, but the reality of Somalia is we have ourselves only to blame.
But Somalis didn't call for the Ethiopians to come in, did they? They didn't beg Ethiopian troops come in. It was the existing government, the administration, who wanted their own power to be stabilized and their future to be strengthened. So they said, come in, as long as we are guaranteed our power and our share, you can stay and do what you like.
But that's correct. But what you have to remember is the administration, the transitional federal government of Somalia is not only Abdullah Yusuf. Abdullah Yusuf is the leader. They do have about 274 members of the parliament that actually voted for during emergencies that the government could call in whoever they want. We have a council members of ministries. So you could say all of them are responsible. I'm not here to defend or take a position or whether this was right or wrong. What I'm making a general statement of we can spend our time blaming one or the other or blaming one government on the other, but the reality of the matter in Somalia is the solution of Somalia only lies with the Somali people. Recognizing that's not difficult, but acting on it is. And it's the easier option to say that we can blame America, we can blame Ethiopia, we can blame everybody else, but the real blame really lies with us. Unless we start realizing that, we will be very far away from having any solution.
Well, let's ask you this question. Do you agree with this, that you are responsible for the misery of Somalia? You yourself, Somalis living in Somalia, have caused the misery and mayhem in your own country. That's what he's saying. Well, that's a presidential candidate. He's saying if you don't take responsibility for yourself, you will only be far away from achieving your ultimate goal. Well, do you agree with that? And do you think he perhaps is talking his words and spinning his words to become the president in the coming election? Or perhaps he's got some reality behind what he's saying, maybe some truth behind what he's saying. Maybe you agree with it, maybe you don't. Why don't you give us a call? The lines are open. We'd love to hear from you and discuss this topic further. Let me then go a bit further into this discussion. Puntland of Somalia, this is where the current president comes from. He surely doesn't come from Mogadishu.
Well, he didn't come from Mogadishu where he was born. I mean, he came from Puntland, and he used to be the president of Puntland. But
so people would say, since the foreign troops are not in Puntland, they're in Mogadishu, he's quite happy.
Well, I don't know. Maybe people would say that, but I don't know. But all I know is that a lot of people within the TFG, not only the president, but not only the prime minister, but a lot of them within the parliament are trying desperately to bring back the statehood in Somalia. What does Somalia misses? Somalia is a very unique country. It's the only country on the planet that did not have a functioning government for almost 20 years. That's what we need to change.
But do you then think the solution to this particular problem actually has become or has been solved by foreign troops intervention?
I don't think any foreign troops intervention will be a solution.
So, did you support it then?
No,
did you support Ethiopian troops coming to Somalia?
I do not subscribe to any foreign intervention as a solution. That's what I was making the point. I do subscribe to our own initiatives, our own solutions, ourselves taking the responsibility. Any foreign interventions could be a help or a hindrance, but for me, I don't subscribe to them at all.
But is this intervention a help or a hindrance?
Well, for me, I think we are not seeing Somalia stable at the moment.
Okay, while you're thinking about stability of Somalia, somebody has just responded to what you're saying. I've got a caller waiting online. Let's see what the caller is. Hello, salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Could you kindly switch off your television volume first, and then, of course, you can speak.
Right, okay, 1 second.
No problem. Wonderful. Brother, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm just calling from Leeds.
Okay. And I assume you are a Somali yourself?
That's right, yeah.
Okay. What do you make of Brother Nuradiin's point that is Somalis are responsible for the misery?
I think, yeah, that's right. But I'm just mentioning that, I mean, you know, it's Somalian, but